And we have unbelievable guests in studio tonight. They are longtime, close, personal friends of mine. In fact, they are in the After Hours of TC Restani Guest Hall of Fame. I could be talking about none other than Donnie and Dave, the Signature Boys.
How you doing, TC?
Hey,
How you
TC,
doing,
what's
everybody
happening,
out
man?
there?
How you going? Dave, I haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. TC. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
You know,
It has been a while.
Out of contact for a while in Jamaica, and
Jamaica?
Yep, came back and a little tan.
You look good there, Dave.
Doing good, you know.
What about you, Donnie? I haven't seen you since back in April.
It's been crazy, man. A lot of stuff going on. Meeting a lot of new celebrities, seeing a lot of people. I just came back from California. I was out there for a while, and
Unbelievable.
I met the woman of my dreams.
Oh,
And,
yeah?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Now, for those of you out there who are listening to our podcast for the first time, or your longtime listeners out there, the Signature Boys go back a long way. Now, you guys have a unique hobby. For those of you who don't know what their hobby is, they collect celebrity autographs. Okay, there's a lot of people out there that do celebrity autographs, but not like the Signature Boys. They actually get them signed on their body and then tattooed in. These guys are unbelievable. You guys have been on Howard Stern. You've been in the Boston Globe. You've been in here, there, and everywhere. Now, Donnie, how did you and Dave actually get started doing this fantastic signature hobby?
Well, it all went back to 1995 when I went to a KISS convention, and I happened to spend the day there and was kind of hanging around, not realizing that, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley were going to be coming out later in the day, and I really didn't have nothing for them to sign. I didn't bring any memorabilia or anything with me because I wasn't anticipating meeting them. And at the end of the night, Gene came out and Paul came out, and I just kind of was like, when am I going to have them sign? I have nothing to sign. So the whole idea came about is have them sign my arm. So when I approached Gene Simmons about it, he kind of looked at me at first and was like, really, you sure you want me to do it? It's going to be on your body for the rest of your life. So I said, yeah, absolutely. I would love nothing more than to have you sign my arm. I mean, I've been loving you guys since I was like 6 years old. So he took his marker out and he signed me. And that was pretty much the beginning of the whole thing. And then about 10 minutes later, I went over to Paul Stanley and he did it, and that was 2. And after that was over with, I went to a payphone and I called Dave on the phone. I said, Dave, you won't believe what just happened. And I said, I got this great idea. I said, and Dave was like, really? That's a great idea. And he actually drove me, because tattoos weren't legal in Massachusetts at the time. So Dave actually drove me up to New Hampshire, and those were the first 2, and that's how it all pretty much started. And after that, we just kept going and going and going.
What about you, Dave?
And then thinking about it, I was like, this is crazy. I was like, you're crazy, Donnie. Then all of a sudden, it started dawning on me. I said, you know something, this is a good idea. I like this idea. Because I was just getting tattoos of little things and this and that. And I was like, okay. So we get to see Ace Frehley 2 nights in a row, backstage. And it was really great. And so I'm like, Ace, will you sign my arm? And he was like, yeah, okay. And, so he signed it. And so that's the first one I got was Ace Frehley. And then it turned into like 136. So
136 autographs.
Yeah.
Now, I've been there for a few of those that you've gotten there. In
Yes,
fact,
you have.
my name is on your arm.
Yes, you are.
TC Restani. I don't know what number I was on there, but
You're on there.
I am on there, and I'm also signed on you too, Donnie.
Yes, you are.
Now, you guys have been like all over the country getting signatures from who's who, but most of the time it's like musicians, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We kept it in the musical category. I did in the beginning, anyways. What happened was after Howard Stern, we started branching off and getting different types of celebrities, movie actors, movie actresses, and I worked with the WWE for 7 years, so then I started getting a lot of the WWE people.
Right.
So it basically turned into a big ball. I mean, I didn't ever expect it to turn into what it did. I was definitely really, happy and amazed with how far I've come with it, It's
And
really
I've
good.
seen actually Hulk Hogan sign your back. I mean, your entire back is the giant Hulk Hogan autograph on the back.
Yes,
For life.
Yeah. Actually, Hulk Hogan, this is going to sound a little far-fetched, but Hulk Hogan actually asked to sign me. Usually I approach a celebrity and say, will you sign me? This particular meeting was Hulk Hogan saying, I want to sign you. So it was not only did I meet him and get him to sign me, but it was like, wow, you're asking me.
And underneath that it says the little letters Jimmy Hart.
Yep. Then we got Jimmy Hart, because Jimmy Hart was there at the time too. It was basically me, Jimmy Hart, Hulk Hogan, and my other buddy. We were in a room at the Sheraton Hotel in Framingham, And I walked into this room, and it was really surreal. And there was Hogan standing there, and Jimmy Hart with his little megaphone. And I just went back to like 1980, 84, 85. I was like, wow, this is incredible.
Now, you guys go to a lot of lengths to get these autographs. In fact, I almost saw you, Dave, break your neck trying to get Eric Roberts' autograph one night at the at the Rock and Shock. I mean, you went over like the rope guardrail and almost broke your neck. And
I did.
What was Eric Roberts' reaction when you came over and said, "Can you sign my hand?"
Let's put it this: he put Eric Roberts, then he put XO. I have no idea why he did that.
Well,
I mean,
maybe he's a fan.
I don't know.
I know he's a peaceful guy, and he goes out to the Joshua Tree all the time.
Very nice guy, you know. And you know, then after that we met Andrew Dice Clay.
Right.
And then but Eric Roberts, meeting him I met him twice.
Right.
And I got to show it to him, and he was like, "Well, let me sign you again." I said, "Well, okay." And I just never got it back in. So, but he was very nice guy. He was just so into it.
Unbelievable. Now, Donnie, I was actually there the day that you got one of your idols, Priscilla Presley. I mean, what a story that was. You were just waiting in line just to say hi to her.
That's correct.
And all of a sudden, she started seeing all your autograph tattoos on your arm, and you saw the tattoo of her daughter, Lisa Marie.
That's right.
And, the tattoo of Elvis's face.
Yep.
And she was charging an ungodly amount of money.
It was insane.
To get her autograph, but she was actually wanted to be part of your collection.
I was in the utmost shock that night. I'll never forget that. I believe I turned like stone cold white.
You did. You almost passed out.
Yeah, I did. I turned white.
Jeff is there to witness it as well.
I had to get a water bottle and put it on my jugular vein and whatnot because it was intense. I couldn't believe. Not only I couldn't believe that she didn't want to take any money from me, but then just the way she, the reception that I got from her, and she spent seemed like forever with me, talking to me, and
she took pictures for her website and all that other stuff.
Yeah, that's right. The pictures were on her Facebook page, on her website. I mean, it was so flattering. I mean, when that happens now with celebrities with me instead of me, I mean, I still go after them, but when I see that kind of reception and they come after me, it just makes all of this so much worthwhile and so much more that I want to keep doing it and going after things. It's just great.
And I know your guys' favorite tattoo is obviously my signature on your arm.
Yes, it is.
But who would be your favorite one that you have? And I'm going to talk to you, Dave, first. Who's the favorite one you have other than mine?
George Romero.
George Romero, the film director.
Absolutely.
The horror guy. Now, how was that story?
Well, it was kind of weird. He was at Rock and Shock.
Right.
And then the line was just was insane. So I kind of was pointing at the ceiling. I was pretending to be a security thing, and I went through and I cut people, and I ended up landing there. He didn't even charge me. He was just like...
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to charge somebody when you're signing a human being. It's not like an 8x10 or something.
I've never done this before. He goes, I don't like causing people pain, but look at you. He goes, okay, and he just signed it. And he goes, so I think I'm the only one that has George A. Romero on their arm.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Now, what about you, Donnie? Who's your favorite?
That's going to be tough for me because I have so many favorite ones. Besides yours, TC, yours is definitely one of my favorite ones.
Absolutely.
But
and I didn't charge either.
Yeah,
no,
you didn't. You didn't. I got to say, oh man, this is going to be really tough. I got to say,
Lisa Marie.
Yeah, Lisa Marie Presley. I got to say one, but I really got to say too that I love the Howard Stern one. I'm a huge fan of Howard Stern. I've always been a big fan of Howard Stern. To be able to go on his show and do that was a very big thrill for me. So I got to say Howard Stern.
Okay, Howard Stern. Now, how did you guys actually get on the Howard Stern radio show?
I had called in from work. See, I had a job where I was manager.
Yeah.
And it was slow, and I had just called in the show, and I got on. And I said, because I said celebrity signatures. So what happened was he was just talking and trying to make fun of me and whatever. And I was telling him about Joni Laura China, and God rest her soul.
Yeah, God rest
But
her.
anyways, and he was laughing at that, but then I was telling him all these other ones, and then he made it. I said, love to come in and get your signature, and
he's kind of like a germaphobe, right?
Oh, he is a germaphobe. Yeah, he was like signing me, like didn't even want to touch me. I'm like, okay, but it came out really good, but the thing was it was just like a quick thing, but we were on the air for about a half hour. So I mean,
they were good,
really
you guys. They
worked
put you
out
up at the hotel and all that other
The
stuff.
hotel. We got the accommodations. We got the travel. We got some dinner. It was pretty cool.
Not many people can say they were guests on the Howard Stern Show. Just calling
We're
them
going
randomly.
back, though. We're going back on.
I hope. I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
I know you guys are.
Yeah, we're going back, yeah.
Now, here's the biggest question. Whose autograph do you have on you, and they rubbed you the wrong way, and you'd like to get it removed?
I got to say Lita from WWE.
Really?
Yeah, Lita was very, I mean, we did make up actually last June, finally, after about 6 years, but Lita was very tough. That whole day was kind of like a bad deal. I don't know why, if maybe we got her on the wrong day, but yeah, that was probably at the time, and until I made up with her last year, that probably would have been the one that I wanted to take off.
What about you, Dave?
I don't. I'm a very particular person. If I don't really like the person,
You're not
or
gonna
if
bother
I'm not
getting it.
sure, I'm not getting them.
Right.
I'll get it on a piece of paper or whatever.
Here's
How
the,
you doing? See you
here's
later,
the
bye.
ultimate question. Who is the ultimate person that you haven't gotten yet that you would kill to have sign you?
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal, huh?
Oh, he's hard to kill, you know.
He is hard to kill. He's above the law, too. Right. I know all those movies. Out for Justice and all this stuff. So Steven Seagal. Well, he does these fan cons now.
But what I did was, well, you know, a couple, it was about a year and a half. I had wrote to him, and he sent me back like a letter and then an 8x10 glossy with his signature, and I'm like, this is great. So, but I wrote back to him like, you know, are you going to be in the area, Boston area, anytime? And he's like, well, no, I'm down in New Orleans. He was doing that show. He was a cop,
Right.
and now he stopped doing that. Now he's making more movies. So he's kind of like in the process of retiring.
He'll
so,
show up at one of these Comic Cons eventually.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, I really do. Because
Now-
once he retires.
Now, I know Donnie very well. Let's see if I can actually guess who his ultimate signature is. All right. Now, you have, like, Olive Kiss, right?
Yep.
You have Charlie Sheen.
Yep.
You have, Priscilla Presley.
Yep.
I think I know who you want the most. And I'm going to say it's the Material Girl, Madonna.
Wow.
Am I right?
TC.
He's right.
You were very right. I can't believe
You're
that.
right, TC.
Now,
know me.
where would you want Madonna to sign you?
Madonna, I always said it right across my lower part of my stomach. What I told the Herald when they interviewed me was I would like to get either Madonna or get her real name, Louise Ciccone, right across my stomach. That would be one that I'd really love to get. I'm still chasing it as we speak right now. I have a few leads, but I'm waiting for her to come back to Boston. She was here this past year, and
Does she still go out for her morning jogs?
yeah, she goes out for her morning jogs, but see, when she comes to Boston, she takes a helicopter on top of the garden.
Oh, of course.
She doesn't stay on the ground at all, so I went down there, I spent the whole day, waited outside, got some leads, went around the back, went around the front. Pretty much after about 9.5 hours, and they came out and finally told me that, she's going to be arriving up on the top of the building, that she wasn't going to be coming out to see any of the fans. So I kind of packed up and went home, and I haven't given up yet, TC. I'm still, as long as she keeps
I hope
touring.
you. I hope you actually get your fantasy fulfilled there.
Well,
Yeah.
our journey is definitely not over.
No, I can still see skin. That's why. So until you're completely covered.
Yeah.
Now I notice you guys don't have any signatures on your head,
No.
Not that you can see.
not on your
Not that
face
you
or
can
anything.
say. No, I definitely won't do that.
You definitely won't do
No,
that, huh?
no, I
What if?
won't
All
do
right.
that.
What if Madonna comes up to you, Donnie, and says the only place I'm going to sign is your forehead? Would you do it?
That would be tough. That's a good question.
Would you
TC.
do it?
I don't know if I would. I'd want to be honest with you. If I had a lot of money and I was rich, I probably would do it. But as far as having to keep my day job and do what I do professionally, I probably wouldn't gel. So I'd probably have to pass up. It'd be the hardest thing to do, but I'd probably have to pass up if that was
I'd
my
do it.
only.
Would you?
That was my
Oh,
only
yes,
choice.
I would.
It wouldn't be a
Absolutely.
tough thing to pass up for bum fighting, Donnie.
That's right.
He tattooed bum fights right on his forehead.
Yeah.
Just thought of that.
Now, you guys are awesome. You guys are the Signature Boys, world famous. You're going to be joining us for the rest of the show. But I'm going to go around and ask everybody else here on the panel, which celebrity would you get tattooed on your body? And I'm going to start with you, Colonel Bull Montana. What celebrity would you want tattooed on your body?
That's going to be one of the ladies that I tried to ask at a Chiller Theater in Jersey, Lena Ford.
Lita Ford, huh?
Yeah.
I know she's on your body,
Yeah,
right?
Lita Ford's on my stomach. Yeah.
Well, you can't see it here. I'm looking at Signature Board Dave and Donnie. They're lifting up their shirts, and they have Lita Ford tattooed near their belly buttons down there. So you'd want Lita Ford, just like the Signature Boys, huh?
Correct.
Unbelievable. What about you there, Boomerang Chastain?
It should be, it could be a wrestler too, right?
Anybody you want. What celebrity?
Charlotte.
Who?
Charlotte.
Oh, Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Out of all the people in wrestling, you want Charlotte's autograph. Now, where would you have it? On your arm, your head, your stomach?
On my stomach.
On your stomach, huh?
Yeah.
Big Charlotte written across your stomach. Unbelievable. What about you, South Boston, Jeff?
Well, I've met quite a few celebrities myself.
Oh, you're the
but
greatest
it would
celebrity
be,
stalker of all time.
But it would be an honor to get like the writer and composer of my favorite album all time, Pink Floyd, The Wall. I'd get Roger Waters tattooed.
Roger Waters.
Right,
choice,
yeah,
Jeff.
right
Oh,
on
yeah,
my
Roger.
back, and then I'd
Good choice.
tattoo a wall. A bunch of bricks around it. I'd make something.
That's
great.
a great
Oh,
idea,
that's a
Jeff.
great idea.
I
Great
would
idea.
have Selma Hayek sign a part of my body, but I'm not going to say where. So if you're out there, Selma, Blue Sharpie, come on down, honey. Unbelievable. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a big time commercial break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about Colonel Bull Montana and a little trip he took to Chicago 18 years ago on the Jerry Springer Show. We'll be right back after this. This is After Hours with TC Restani, the podcast.